It's officially spring in KELOLAND, and that means field trip season is about to begin at popular children's destinations all over the area.
Well, this year, even more kids than usual will be able to make these memorable trips, all thanks to the help of several organizations. The effort to fund field trips for all in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Everybody who is an adult has a childhood memory of going to the zoo as part of a field trip. It's a great chance to learn by actually seeing and doing.
Field trips provide hands-on experiences that leave a lasting impact.
The way that they're connecting with what they're learning about, it's going to be something they remember.
But it's a memorable moment in education that many kids have missed out on.
With field trips and outside experiences, most of it is funded by a PTA, a PTO. In the schools that we work with, these Title I schools, they don't have a lot of parental involvement, and they don't have access to funds.
It's why Steve Hildebrand created the Promising Futures Fund in 2019, working to help make sure more students can take part in these educational enrichments.
That's our #1 goal, is to create equity in education so that every kid has the same access. It's not their fault that they were born into poverty.
This year, the Promising Futures Fund is working with 12 Title I schools in Sioux Falls to help fund K-5 field trips at the Great Plains Zoo.
Kids learn a lot more about animals by watching them, observing them, seeing them in real life versus just learning about them in the classroom.
All the kids are in school, they're learning with their books, maybe they're viewing some videos online, but it's just not the same thing as experiencing something in person. And here at the Butterfly House and Aquarium, when the students come through, they are interacting with nature in a way that they don't get to do in other places.
The Butterfly House and Aquarium also provides free school field trips for K through 5th graders every spring, thanks to a longtime sponsorship from a Sioux Falls family.
With this program, we've had over 60,000 K through 5 kids come through. We're having about 3,000 kids come through each year for free during the spring field trip season.
These field trips might be their first chance to wave at a monkey at the zoo, or a chance to hold a butterfly for the very first time with their first visit to the Butterfly House and Aquarium. These field trips provide a lot of first-time experiences for these kids.
The kids that we work with, the vast majority of them live in impoverished neighborhoods. They don't have the chance to get outside those neighborhoods and experience all that Sioux Falls has to offer, or frankly the region has to offer.
A lot of those children, they have never been to our facility. They'll never be able to go to a larger community to experience a big aquarium, let alone go to the ocean. So this really is their aquarium experience and butterfly experience here in Sioux Falls.
For some students, these field trips may be the closest they get to a vacation and the broader educational enrichments they provide.
It's why families take vacations to national parks and state parks. You know, it's a learning opportunity.
I think field trips are one of the greatest things we can offer kids because there's so much outside of their own communities, especially small town South Dakota, that they can experience and that can change their lives.
Wagner science teacher Carrie Tuchek recently brought her high school chemistry class to the Butterfly House and Aquarium to study the chemistry of coral reefs.
There's materials at this facility that our kids, being landlocked, don't have access to. And it opens up a whole new world for them.
A whole new perspective that could spark a new passion or new career possibilities. All thanks to the opportunity to experience a classic childhood field trip.
What we're trying to do is provide that equity so that they have the same chance to grow up and be whatever they want in their future.
Now, schools within a 150-mile radius of Sioux Falls can still sign up for these free field trips this spring at the Butterfly House and Aquarium. The Promising Futures Fund is also funding 5th grade trips to the Omaha Zoo and several summer camp opportunities for kids from Title I schools. We provided more information to both of these programs with this story on KELOLAND.com.